Hello everyone, it's your boy Blazing here, back at it again with another video. If you're watching this on TikTok, check out the YouTube link in the bio. If you're watching this as a YouTube short, check out the full video in the channel. Anyways, spoilers ahead, now let's get right into it. We start off with Haru looking inside the Hiriko, trying to find the core. He found it. Haru ends up stating that the core is like shriveled away. They then proceed to discuss if it's been down here for a minute. They have chains here. These chains look newer, some look older, but people have been like maintaining this thing to be entrapped. Grandma comes down and catches them saying, hey, you shouldn't be here. Kiriko tries to say, oh, we just did it so we can visit the deity in this shrine. Grandma says you should have visited the one up front in the front hall. Grandma then proceeded to ask, why did you come all the way out here? Kiriko confesses saying, hey, we make a living off killing man-eaters. We sensed one here, so we came to check it out. Grandma asked, you mean the demon mummy? That's what they called them? Then they said, yes, that's what it's called. They started showing up after the calamity back in 2024. Grandma then proceeded to say, this thing has been here long before the calamity. Not gonna hold you, that's some bombshell. It kind of raises more questions like, where did these things come from if they're this old? Grandma then proceeds to reveal the history behind this thing, and during the Edo period, which is about 400 years ago, they tied rope around it, cursed rope by the way, to make sure it didn't go anywhere. And now then, since they have chains, they started putting that here. Haru says, let's set it free so we can kill it. Wild enough, the old lady actually says no. Grandma says the reason for my family being here is to keep this thing here, so if you destroy it, you take away our purpose. Kiriko does seem to understand, but then the old lady says it's our only hope in this blasted world. Not gonna hold you, the last panel of that kind of creeped me the hell out, like goddamn. If I wasn't reading this series and was given this panels out of context, I would just assume she was evil. Fast forward to the next morning and they're trying to figure out how to get off this mountain. Kiriko made the mistake of assuming the lake on the map was the ocean and realized that her map could potentially be wrong. But then old dude chimes in saying, hey, the earth is just broken, your map isn't wrong. The baby is born and he proceeds to go check on his newborn. The baby is nice and healthy, and hopefully this isn't one of those Kiriko babies like there were earlier on in the series. We then see Grandma walking out the house and walking to the monastery. Then we get a wide panel view of the sanctuary. Maru and Kiriko head out and kind of think about them like, oh, there's another one of them. They should be fine. They won't be that lonely. Maybe since they're all there, they all have a purpose or whatever. Then Maru is like, what's our purpose, sis? Kiriko doesn't exactly have an answer for as complex as a question as that. Then Maru senses something and proceeds to ignore it. Like, bro, you can sense these monsters and you're gonna ignore your own sensory abilities. That's like saying Spider-Man is ignoring his spider sense. Like, what the fuck? We then cut over to who knows where with who knows who. These guys ended up being the dudes from Inaki's facility. So Inaki left. They think Maru and Kiriko helped them. Now they're just trying to find out what really happened. That dude in the back decides to wake up and jump in front of the windshield. Like, yo, is he good? Like, is he mental? Like, what? I know. Then proceeds to flop on the ground. These two rush over like rational, concerned human beings, wondering if he's okay. He asks them, do you smell sulfur? There might be a hot spring. They ended up finding a hot spring. They proceed to test it to see if it's safe. It is. And then they wonder where Takezuka is. She shows up with a whole rat. Actually, I can't say she. You'll find out later in the chapter. Night falls. Our boys are in the hot tub thinking about Takezuka. Maybe they won't kill us after all. Takezuka then proceeds to go to the hot tub, sit down, and they're surprised by what, I wonder? What they're surprised about is that they think Takezuka is a woman. They say, neither. I have a hole and a wiener. They then proceed to talk about the school they were in, saying there were boys and girls, while also other people like them. And that is the end of the chapter. As always, like, subscribe, comment, Help me fight that YouTube and TikTok algorithm, and as always, I'll see y'all next time.